Hi everyone and welcome to Book Booth. My name is Rachel and today I have a very special guest on my channel as well as a little something to celebrate. Before we get into that, let's meet my special guest. Why don't you come on up?
Hi.
This here is my husband, Robert. Say hi, Robert.
Hi, Robert.
I knew you would do that. How did I know you would do that?
We didn't plan that either. I'm just that good.
So good. So we have something very exciting to celebrate. No, we are not pregnant. That would be weird. We're not pregnant. We're not weird.
We're not going to do that on
I don't want to be
on a
pregnant.
video. No.
No. The thing to celebrate is that this man right here has accomplished something pretty amazing.
Yeah.
He has finished a 14-book series that he has been working on since the beginning of time. And it's called The Wheel of Time by Robert Jordan and Brandon Sanderson.
Mm-hmm.
How long have you been working on The Wheel of Time?
Almost 6 years, so almost our whole marriage. You got me back into reading, so.
Almost 6 years.
Why not pick up a long book that will get me there?
Yeah, almost 6 years of working to The Wheel of Time. And did you read anything else while you were reading for The Wheel of Time?
Yeah, two short books. One Stephen King. I can't remember the name. It's back there somewhere.
Okay.
And then a Mountain Man.
A Mountain Man book?
A Mountain Man book. It's the Mountain Man. I want to be a Mountain Man.
Yes,
I need a lot more here.
Nice, thick, full beard. So, you pretty much just stuck it out in The Wheel of Time the whole entire time without reading very much in between. You worked on it for 6 long years, and now you are finally done.
Yeah. And before anyone comments saying, wow, that took you a long time, I'm a slow reader. There you go.
Well, also, it's, again, 14 books. The books are massive.
Yeah.
Small font, a lot of words crammed on each page, and just the books are massive.
Yeah.
So he's been working on it for a super long time. I was so excited. He's excited to be done too, but I was really excited because I really wanted him to be able to jump into something else, just to try out some other stuff. And anyways, we'll get to that in a second. But how do you feel now that you are finally done with The Wheel of Time?
Accomplished, because 6 years, and I'm a slow reader, but still 6 years. Took a long time to finish that, and like you said, I get to jump into the other books.
Yes, because he has a massive amount of books on his shelf, and he hasn't touched any of them. He's bought so many books, pretty much all like at thrift stores and stuff. So usually like secondhand books. So he hasn't like paid a whole bunch of money for these books, but he's got a whole bunch of books that he hasn't gotten to touch because he's like, I have to finish The Wheel of Time first.
To. I can't start it and not finish it.
Yes. Which I'm the same way. I'm like, I have to finish a series before I start something else. And for him, he was really stuck on a series that was really long, so he hasn't touched anything else in a very, very long time.
So yeah, I mean, accomplished, but still sad to not be in the world, because that's all it's up here right now is Wheel of Time, and so trying to
walk away. Some book hangover there.
Yeah, that's what you called it. Book
story hangover. So you feel accomplished but kind of sad at the same time now that it's over. For those who have not heard of The Wheel of Time before, what is a brief synopsis of what on earth this series is about?
Well, you can take your typical good and evil, fighting for, good or evil. And just a long, epic journey. Actually, I thought it was long, but apparently the series only takes place within 2 years, which I thought was weird. Because it seems like these characters grew up so much. But anyway, it's just a classic good versus evil. It has a fun little magic system. Men and women who have the what you call it?
I don't know.
Whoever can wield the power. Not everyone can wield the power, but the certain people, they've got their power, good and evil. Even the power is kind of, for men, it is kind of bad. It can drive them mad. For the women, it's a cleaner source. But yeah, I'll tell you in a nutshell, it's the classic good versus evil. It's just
with magic
involved. It's just, and it's not like elves and orcs. It's a race of men that fight these grotesquely inhuman creatures. Not all the time, but yeah, there's no elves, no orcs, nothing like that. No dwarves, nothing like that.
Gotcha. So what probably are things that you liked and disliked about the series?
I liked Perrin, and I disliked when they weren't talking about Perrin.
Perrin's your favorite character.
Perrin's my favorite because he can talk to wolves, and I love wolves and werewolves.
Yes, super into werewolves.
I am. And so, but he doesn't turn into a werewolf, but he does have the gift, and they call him Golden Eyes because his eyes actually over time kind of turned to this golden color like permanently. So people fear him, but then they're like, whoa, he's got golden eyes.
So he's kind of BA.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's a big blacksmith. Like he's got testosterone going through him. Yeah. Yeah, he does. I dislike the slowness of some of the books. I'm sure if someone's watching this and they've read The Wheel of Time, like, it wasn't slow. It was like, well, to me it was. You know, and I get it. He's got a big world he's got to build. It takes a lot to build it.
Because it's high fantasy.
Yeah. They didn't just stay in this one area for a long time, and he could cover that in 6 books. Like, it seemed like every book they were in a different area, so he had to build this world. He had to build these people that lived in the world, and he had to destroy it. So, I mean, I get why it took long, but I like action. I like it to just happen, and that's when I liked. I feel bad with saying it. When Brandon Sanderson took over, it was towards the end.
Right, which Robert Jordan passed away before he was able to finish the series,
Mm-hmm.
and Brandon Sanderson is the one that finished it.
Yeah, I think Sanderson took over in book 10, I think is when it happened. And you can tell, like, and I always feel bad saying it, but like book 11 through 14 were probably my favorite. Besides book 1. Book 1 was really, really great. You know, that first book that gets you into that world, it's always going to be like your bread and butter. I love it. Just like Sorcerer's Stone, like it's that one that gets you into Harry Potter, and that's the one that just sticks with you, I think, the most. But Sanderson just completely destroyed the world in a really, really good way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So is there anything that you, other than the slowness, is there anything else that you didn't like really with it? Or
I mean, I don't want to say it, but the parts with the girls, Egwene, Elaine, Moraine, Nynaeve, Min, it just seemed like it was all aristocrat kind of talk.
So more diplomatic.
More diplomatic, and it was less action. And I don't know, I guess I'm a guy and I like action. That's
parts.
what I
mean, I do
see,
too.
You know?
I like the action-packed parts too that move a little bit faster. So just kind of the slow portions that were more dialogue heavy.
Yeah, the dialogue heavy. Oh, the dialogue ones. When it was just, let's talk for a whole chapter, I did not enjoy that. And that happened quite often. And I feel bad saying that. But I did enjoy the whole series. I love it. I'm glad I pushed through to the end.
Yes, but now that you're at the end, you're finally finished.
Yeah.
What are you reading now or wanting to read?
I started to read The Stand, Stephen King. But this is mass market paperback, and the words are like, oh, that's a picture. Let's get away. It's like tiny. So tiny.
You're so tiny.
And there's almost 1,200 pages in this because it's the complete uncut edition. So I don't think that one made it to the presses the very first time around. So I had to stop, like almost 5 chapters in.
Because the font was just
the
way
font
too
was
small.
just messing with my head. It was. If I read for too long, I do start to get a headache.
Mm-hmm.
This was making it worse. So I started reading North and South by John Jakes, which is a Civil War era, a little bit before Civil War, through the Civil War era, and a little bit past it.
Because you like historical fiction.
I do like historical fiction. Civil War and Revolutionary War.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a huge World War II, World War, Vietnam. I don't really like those eras.
Yeah.
I just don't. Don't know why. But, so I'm reading that now, North and South, and I'm reading it because we have seen the miniseries.
Mm-hmm. He's seen it multiple times.
It
he loves
multiple
it. And
times.
finally convinced me to watch it, and I did enjoy it. It was really fun.
Yeah, and it's interesting to see the differences already. Like, at the very beginning, it does not start the way the movie does. And I get it, it's Hollywood, but you were asking me, is this one of these instances where it was better to see the movie first or read the book first?
Yeah.
Because
I think either way, you'd be pointing it out.
Yeah.
Like, oh, if you're reading it first, and you'd be like, oh, the film is not the same.
I've been doing that in the book. It's like, wait a minute, this guy's not like that.
Yeah, but cool. Well, I'm glad you're finally getting to move on, even though I know you said you wanted to actually restart the series, which I was like, no, you're done with it, move on.
I'm going to listen to it. Because I know I'm going to catch more things that I just didn't catch, you know? Right. And I know it is slow. I know it's slow. But I know I think I'll be able to finish it faster. Yes. Knowing that I've already finished the series and I know how it's going to end.
Rereads are usually a little bit quicker.
Even if you reread Harry Potter, you're going to find something almost every time kind of new. I guess unless you've read it like 10 times, then maybe it starts not. But I don't know. It's hard to get out of that world. It's hard to get out of it when you've been in it for so long.
I can understand that. Book hangover can be hard to get over. It can.
It's hard.
But we are celebrating with you.
Thank you.
For your accomplishment of finishing the Wheel of Time finally, for goodness sakes, and moving on to something else so we can put the Wheel of Time behind us for a little bit.
The Wheel of Time turns.
Forever,
And
apparently. Ages come and pass. Forever and ever and ever. But I'm glad you all got to meet Robert, my lovely husband. I'm hoping to have him on more videos in the future because he's my funny little bean.
Y'all better like and subscribe if you want to see me more. Okay.
Speaking of, on this side of the screen over here is my logo. If you click on that, you can subscribe to my channel and follow us on our book journey. On this side of the screen over here, what's probably covering his face right now, is a suggestion for another video if you want to watch another one right now.
Somewhere.
But thank you so much for watching. You rock. And don't forget to keep reading. Bye!